share most every point of view. I like you,
Like me,
that makes us kind of a family. Oh, we should always be together. Oh, it would be such fun. Oh, looks like we're birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather, everyone.
different name,
A different you, but I can't help feeling just like you.
a different tale.
A different beak. We feel the same, but we're still unique. Oh, we should always be together. Oh, it would be such fun. Oh, looks like we're birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of
My bird. Look like that. Yes.
of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather, everyone.
My birds, they look like that.
Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather.
Have you ever thought about being a bird?
Birds of a feather.
When you see these friends having so much fun, you just can't help wishing you were one of them, can you? Oh, it dawns on me you haven't met the colorful creatures of Paradise Island. Allow me to introduce them. First up is our regal beauty, Laguna.
Regal? Me? And I'm not even wearing my tiara.
She has a strong will and a strong beak.
I beg your pardon.
And yet there is a touch of the poet about her.
Indeedy do. How true, how true.
And as you can see, Laguna is one of the most beautiful birds in the world.
Oh, I bet you say that to all the girls.
Now let's meet Prima, assuming she's in a good mood.
Hey, I don't go talking to you when you're taking your morning bath.
Oh, my apologies, madame.
It's
Oh,
Miss.
I beg your pardon, miss.
Are you still here?
Let's move on to the mischievous Mirabeau then, shall we?
Please do. Of all the impudent things to do. Well, I never.
Mirabeau here is a...
What about us?
Don't worry, you'll get your turn.
Okay.
I was about to say that Mirabeau is a rather enthusiastic fellow.
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I've been around the block a few times, and this setup is a cinch. Everything's fine.
Everything's always fine with that bird.
And why wouldn't it be? I mean, thanks to Mom, life is good. Besides, Laguna lives here.
Hey, we live here too.
Later?
Okay.
Yes, they all live here, as does our next friend, Kadula.
La 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 la.
Good morning, Kadula. What a wonderful voice you have.
Yes, I am lucky that way.
La 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 la.
And if I may say so, how breathtakingly beautiful you look.
I bet you say that to all the
She
girls.
sings like that. Yes.
Not quite yet.
All day.
There is something mystical and psychic about Anacon. At times, he even seems to know what people are thinking.
I knew that you were going to say that.
I rest my case.
And I have an odd premonition that I'm about to be interrupted by two tiny birds named...
Mimi and Tutu.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
Ah, yes. Next we meet Azur. A good-spirited but sometimes nervous little creature.
What?
A good-spirited but sometimes nervous little creature.
Aren't you going to
tell me I'm beautiful too?
Oh, of course. I was just about to say that. Azur, you are very beautiful.
Oh, you charmer. I bet you say that to all the girls.
As a matter of fact, I do. Now, with two small exceptions, whom we shall finally meet. Presenting Paradise Island's tiniest residents, Mimi and Tutu.
Yay!
Believe it or not, some people find it difficult to tell them apart. So my first question is, which one of you is Mimi and which of you is Tutu?
Me! No! Me too! You me too? No! Me too! Two! Woo woo woo! All aboard!
But which of you is which?
Me and Tutu!
Perhaps we better move on.
Woo!
Gentino's a scrappy fellow, fiercely loyal, and a bundle of energy. Sometimes he's a touch too energetic. Says who? Well, even some big dogs have learned that you don't mess with Gentino.
You bet your life, Buster. And if anyone says any different, they'll have a pointed conversation with the end of my beak.
Let's move along, shall we? And now let me introduce another fella. He's pretty wild about mangoes, but apart from that, he's just a regular kind of guy. Anyone from Mangoes? Yep, that's me. Sunny.
Oh, Sunny, you're so modest. You're the sweetest tempered bird I ever did meet.
You make everyone smile.
Even Prima.
Oh, come on, you guys. And we mustn't forget the most important person here, Mom. She of the Golden Feathers provides not only shelter, food, and clean water, she also gives us respect, kindness, dignity, and love. Mom has created a paradise no one would dream of leaving.
That's for sure. You'd have to be nuts. I hear that on the outside, they actually eat creatures, even birds.
Is that true, Anakin? Are there such monsters?
I'm afraid there are, Azure. Not everyone is vegetarian like us.
Ew!
I feel so safe here. Outside we'd be like wild birds, having to fend for ourselves.
And how would we ever get to sleep without Mom's lullaby?
If we left, we wouldn't be here. And then we'd miss ourselves.
It's a perfect place. And besides, Laguna's here.
Yep, this place ain't bad. Anywhere else is bound to be worse.
I concur. This is the best of all possible worlds.
Prima, wouldn't you agree?
With what?
That no one would ever dream of leaving Paradise Island.
Well.
Prima?
Well.
Prima, what do you mean, well?
Well.
Yeah?
I'm leaving right now.
Gee, it's odd without Prima around.
Mom's been searching, knocking on every door.
She's distraught.
She misses Prima more than any of us does.
She's a grumpy one, that bird. But I sort of got used to having her around.
We're all part of each other here.
Well, I certainly feel like a part of myself is missing.
We want Auntie Prima. She dries us off after our baths.
And who is going to give us our weather report?
She'd be complaining about those storm clouds right now.
And when it would rain, how she'd complain. And she'd find that lightning awfully frightening. And she'd shriek and shout with that thunder about.
Gee, I hope she ain't lost.
Let's not worry too much.
Not worry?
Well, maybe things are turning out better than we think. Maybe...
Long live Queen Prima! A moon under the sun! Hooray for Queen
Oh, well sung, my loyal subjects. Prima does mean number one, you know.
Yeah, or maybe Prima's on a fantastic planet with all kinds of supersonic creatures.
Yeah, Sonny, that'd be cool.
Is it as much fun on your planet, Captain Prima, as it is here on Zog 37?
Sometimes it's even more fun.
Fascinating.
I wish my friends were here. I'll bet Sonny would really like this planet.
Yes, Captain. The giant mango fields are especially fascinating.
Anacon, what do you think Prima's doing?
Yes, Anacon. You seem to know everything.
Well?
Oh, why didn't I listen to all my friends?
Oh, I am praying for her, and hope my fears are groundless.
Is Prima back yet?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Sorry.
What a revolting development this is.
I can't figure out why she left us.
Maybe she's just curious about beings beyond Paradise Island.
Well, of all God's creatures, I am happy that I am a bird.
Could we have a sing-song to take our minds off our worries?
I'm always up for a song.
Good idea.
If I were a cow, I'd have to moo. Something I don't really like to do. If I were a cat, I'd have to meow. But I don't know how. If I were a goat, I'd have to baa. But ask me if I like it, I'd say nah. And if I were a horse, I'd have to trot. But I'd rather not. 'Cause I'd rather be a bird. And I don't even have to try. Yes, I'd rather be a bird and fly up in the sunny sky. Oh, I'd rather be a bird more than any other thing. Yes, I'd rather be a bird because I really love to sing. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. If I were the cow, I'd have to moo. Something I don't really like to do.
And if I were a cat, I'd have to meow. But I don't know how. Come on, Mirabel, do it.
All right. If I were a goat, I'd have to baa. But ask me if I like it, I'd say nah.
And if I were a horse, I'd have to trot. But I'd rather not.
'Cause I'd rather be a bird, and I don't even have to try. Yes, I'd rather be a bird and fly up in the sunny sky. Oh, I'd rather be a bird more than any other thing. Yes, I'd rather be a bird because I really love to sing.
can't.
Now that we are calmer, I suggest that we go back to our perches and meditate before supper.
Good night, babies. Have wonderful dreams. Heaven love you, and I love you. Remember, God, you are divine. Have a good night. Remember, God. Well done. Really beautiful.
It's almost bedtime, and still no Prima.
Let's take one last look, Sonny. Gentino, look. Is it? Looks like Prima's feathers, all right.
Prima? But she looks so...
Draggled?
Who cares? She's home. Prima, how are you? What happened? Tell us what
We
happened.
missed you. Hey, tell us about the creature from outer space.
Did you meet people from outer space?
I don't know where to start.
It's all right, child. What's important is that you're back and you're safe.
Yes, Anakan. And a little wiser.
How's that, Prima?
You know the only thing worse than being around all of you?
A rotten mango?
No. It's not being around all of you.
So, Prima, is that your way of saying you're glad to be back?
What do you think?
I think she's glad to be back.
Me too. Me too. Hooray!
I thought I'd never play with Mom's golden hair ever again. Or hitch another ride on her shoulder.
Welcome back, Prima. Welcome home. We're glad you're back.
So glad you're back. We missed you.
Tell us about the creatures from outer space, Auntie Prima.
Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather, everyone.
Like me.
Wow. We share most every point of view. I like you.
Like me.
That makes us kind of a family. Oh, we should always be together. Oh, it would be such fun. Oh, looks like we're birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather, everyone.
Different name,
A different view, but
made it beautiful, eh? Yeah, I'm also very, very pleased.
Birds of a feather, everyone. Birds of a feather, everyone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. My God, that was beautiful.